What's your vision of a powered down Worthing in 20 years' time?
20 years' time is not that far in the future, so I'm thinking everything's going to be more local. People will be working locally, local foods, taking holidays much more local. I think it can be. People can still be happy, doing that stuff. There's less reliance on planes and flying away, and I think people will be more connected, with what's around them. People will appreciate, where they are a lot more, and there'll be a lot more community.
Energy descent is the idea that in the future we're going to have to be able to cope with a lot less energy than we've got at the moment, mainly because we're not going to have the same availability of things like fossil fuels, particularly oil, that we've got at the moment.
Right, here we are at Transition Town Energy Group Farmers Market stall in 2011. We've got 3 newspapers lined up on the stall with Sid the Snake at the background, who's actually an energy saving device from the early 1960s. Moving through, we've got the Daily Express from 1961. It says Lancashire is ours, but we're in Sussex. We're highlighting here with the paper different items of fuel usage or fuel problems in the news or highlighted. We've got uranium, we've got nuclear, we've got oil, we've got coal, we've got radioactivity, and Fray Bentos corned beef, a very dangerous product. What we're trying to highlight is actually how we've used oil, and the 1960s seems to be a good year. It's 50 years ago when things were free and easy and very exciting, to use. We've got quotes of the day. Clothing was big when nylon came in the 60s. We had canals being closed, so more oil and more lorries on the roads, and we also had coal mines then and things of that sort of nature, which we don't have now. Transatlantic flight was another good example of how we've used and got excited and on the fix, the adrenaline rush of oil. As we move through the table, we come up to now, so that was the past. We've now got the now. We've got the times here of this week, which is week ending March the 25th, 2011. We've just had a budget. We've got the Libyan oil crisis, we've got Saudi oil crisis, all in the Middle East. We've got the tsunami that hit Japan through another 25 years to 2036. Our newspaper, The Adler, and the Post-Carbon Gazette, as it states there, local heroes celebrate, which I think is a fantastic headline, because we're actually now becoming more resilient to the problems that we've seen in 1961 and at present day 2011. But if we move ourselves mentally and emotionally forward to 2036, we can see here what we're doing is discussing how Worthing has become more resilient. If we look here, we've got Worthing Wonga, £1, a local fund mechanism, our local currency, right down to East Worthing sewage works, and £2 to the people. What we're doing is also, it's a new transition group, energy group, is having its initial meeting in April this year, so we're hoping that lots of people come along. But today it's just getting people to understand that the oil is running out and how will Worthing survive in the years to come. It may be solar power, it may be dynamos, just use power things, or it could just be something there that you're doing today with changing your light bulbs. But if you want to get more proactive, come along, have a look at the website. There's films, there's conversation, and it's a party, not a protest.
People will travel on bicycles. Everyone will have a bicycle and be able to repair it, and I think there'll be cars will be running somehow, electric probably, but won't be so reliant on them. And I think it could be quite positive. I think so. 20 years time.
My vision is about having more of a community feel, or a smaller community feel, local community. I suppose something with more local shops, less bigger chains.
Good morning. I think that the future is more people-powered and less mechanic, and I think that is wholly enjoyable for you as a human being and good for the planet.
I think the fact is that we've certainly got to stop these big businesses, and we've got to stop the travel. We've got to get people used to working locally within cycling distance almost, or walking distance of work, and perhaps use the internet, the webcams, and that kind of. I mean, we've got the technology, we've got the ability to do it. We can't go back to the horse and car. That's impossible for the amount of people we've got on the planet. But we can certainly use the modern technology to our advantage.
For me, it would be about people, modelling their bits at home where they're kind of growing their own food, and then they've got in a position to kind of sell bits on, or swap, even trade. It's kind of trading your bread for your lettuce.
But do you think like people now at school will be just starting work then? So I think it's important that you educate people now and get people reskilled for the future. And a lot of the good stuff that Transition Town's doing is hitting the spot really. Yeah, so it's good. Yeah, get involved in Transition Town. I think that's it's a good start.
Use got instead of creating more stuff.
Worthing will be a very vibrant place in the future. It will have a lot more emphasis on what we can do locally, so many more local businesses we need. We need much more land availability in Worthing for growing food. We need to use all the resources around us. We need to use the coastal resources, the resources of the South Downs. We've got some fantastic soils around Worthing, although a lot of it's been built on now. But we've also got some huge gardens, so that land has got to be used to grow food. And we've also got to think very carefully about how we travel, how we get from A to B. Will more people be able to work from home? I think that's going to have to be a necessity as we move towards 2030.
Here we are at the end of the Transition Town Worthing Energy Group Farmers Market stall, our first Farmers Market stall dedicated to energy. It's been very successful. We've had just over about 4 hours of Worthing people visiting our stall. They've shown a lot of interest in how Worthing's resilience will be to oil and what we can start doing now. So come along and have a look at the website. You know the address, get involved. If you've got energy ideas or you run a local sustainable energy company, we want to make links with teams and local companies to promote local resilience further that way. Also, we've got the local Adler, which is dated 2036, that's in 25 years time. So if you want to start producing information, more people coming and going, we're having a great time here, and look forward to seeing you soon.